Dan.
Was here right in front of you. What would you say to him?
Nah, nothing. Shit happens, bro. Like, the guy's injured, is what it is. We move forward and we fight whoever they put in front of us.
Love it. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Max.
How you doing, Brandon? This is Max Going from the Going Live Network. Thanks so much for taking the time. Just had a quick question about the late minute replacement. Obviously, you do have a new opponent. What do you think about your opponent, and what do you think you have to neutralize to get the victory?
To be fair, the guy's quite similar. I'm lucky in that aspect. I trained for a southpaw for 7 weeks, and luckily the guy's a southpaw. I just want to say a massive thank you to PFL and everybody, all the back staff, for finding someone on this short notice. And just a massive appreciation to them, because I've trained so hard for this fight and I'm so glad I get to perform.
Thanks so much, Brandon. I appreciate it, and good luck.
Thanks.
Dan.
Hey, Brendan, just one last thing about the opponent change. Are you a person that watches a lot of tape preparing for fights, or is that something you let your coaches do?
Yeah, we watched this guy. We watched him. We watched him a few times, watched a few fights. Guy's tough, man. This is his biggest chance of his life. He's come in and he's going to fucking give it everything he's got. And, this is a tough fight for me. And it's very difficult when you have a last minute change and somebody comes in. All the pressure's on Brendan. London's next. There's so much pressure on me. He's got nothing to lose. Everyone thinks he's going to lose anyway. So for me, pressure's on me, carrying a big burden, but I'm ready for it. This is what champions are made of.
With everyone in the featherweight division kind of deadlocked at 3 points, are you changing your approach at all, knowing the bonus points will go a very long way?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's locked up at 3. It's a very bizarre situation, and everybody's quite favourable in the matchups that they've got. So going to need to scramble some points out of somewhere, aren't we?
Definitely. And if you see yourself getting a quick 6, how do you think you get it done?
I mean, this guy looks like he's got a concrete head, so maybe a submission, who knows?
Definitely. Thank you.
No worries.
Mike Owens.
Hello, Brendan. Mike Owens here.
Yes, Mikey, lad.
How are things? How was the flight?
Yeah, well, bad, pretty sound, mate. Am I doing another one with you privately soon?
Yeah, you would love to, mate. Yeah, whenever you're ready. But I just wanted to ask very quickly, because last time we spoke, I asked you about the PFL shows coming up, and your answer, if you remember, was no comment, in true Northwest fashion. Talk to me a little bit now they're announced. Talk to me a little bit about how you're feeling, the tantalising thought of Brendan Loughnane homecoming in London.
Mate, I'm glad you brought that up, because you was actually there. So let me give you a backstory to what Mike's talking about. We were supposed to do an interview and we got on Zoom together, and I was like, bro, my opponent's just pulled out. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. And he's like, oh, fuck. So then he was like, right, well, let's talk about it when you actually get a new one. So now we can talk about it, yeah. We finally got someone, and we're good, we're ready to go.
What I mean is, if you get through this next round, your next fight's in London. So talk to me a little bit about, I know you don't want to look past the guy on Friday night, but talk to me about the fact that your next fight could potentially be on English soil.
Yeah, man. Wow. After being in the PFL for so long now, I'm flying over here so many times. It's just a exciting thought that I only have to go 2 hours down the road and they all have to fly over to me and deal with the jet lags and deal with the bullshit traveling now. So yeah, let's do it.
Brilliant, mate. Speak soon.
Cheers, Mike.
All right. Anyone else have questions for Brendan? Why we still have him? All right. I'm going to read a question to you, Brendan.
Yep.
Josan Montesino from LLO and JMC Productions asks, we saw you training and having fun with Ricky Hatton. What feels like to be with a legend like him?
Great, man. I feel like we're both the same person. He's making a comeback. He's fighting again 2 weeks, I think. And we were just talking about old times. We were talking about when he used to sell out all the Manchester City stadiums and took 40,000 Manx over to Vegas when he fought Mayweather, talking about the Pacquiao fight. And I'm just a younger version of him by the looks of it. So yeah, it was an honor.
Ben Davis.
Hey, Brendan, back again. I was curious, have you watched Ted Lasso? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it?
Have I watched who?
Ted Lasso, the
What's
Apple
that?
TV show with Jason Sudeikis.
No.
Oh, it's a soccer show. You should give it a watch sometime.
Well, that was super random. But yeah, no worries. What the fuck?
All right, guys. Any more questions for Brendan? Why we still have him? Going once, twice. All right.
So-
Thank you. Thanks so much,
Thanks,
Brendan.
guys.
Right next.